Good Thursday, people. Good Thursday. So, as we normally do, Thursdays first for success. But this is something that's going to be a lot more. You know, it needs to be heard, yeah, and then there will be a success for it, because enough is enough. You know, just waiting for people to jump on. And what I'm going to say, and why I'm really motivated for this as well, because it's really come down to a perspective that there are so many people I see out there that are getting this treatment, that are getting bullied, that are letting people get away with it because these people either have titles or they have money or something, and it's absolutely ridiculous. I was speaking to someone yesterday that was in the room, and you know, I said, well, you know, what's wrong? They said, oh, well, since that's happened, I've just felt so down. I felt, you know, I haven't wanted to say anything. And I go, geez, I thought you were sick. And this is the thing, what's happening, people, that you're having these people like these either teachers or bosses or playground bullies. And now what's happening is, hey guys, how are we all going? And I appreciate everyone being on. I'm just going to roll this out because this is something that really pains me to do. You know, and I'm not motivated for some sort of public thing, because, you know, this is getting me to a point. If you all know, this same energy drove me to attempt to kill myself in all that time ago, and this needs to stop. And I won't stop until I go down to the right channels and these people are brought to justice, because enough is enough. I have worked on myself for 10 years, building myself up to be able to get myself into a position to be able to, you know, help others and make sure that these other people, they're brought to justice. So the thing is, I'm lucky and I'm blessed that I know what I know and how I work on myself and how I educate myself and others, that anyone else that would have been going through and was put in a position I was last week at an event with another, 40 or 38 or 40 professionals in Melbourne, through a public speaker or a public identity, publicly shaming me, okay? And I'm going to give you this understanding, and this is ridiculous, because the problem about this is that there are people there that are affected about this and are too afraid to stand up. There's people there that they were there. There was 2 girls that actually complained to the staff. There were people that, oh my God, I don't want to say anything, because they want the stardom. And a shame on you people, and you all know who you are, that you are condoling this person for what they did. And then if people react, if you kick a dog's going to bite you. Yeah. And don't think why someone said to me, oh, Lee, you know, you're standing up for yourself because you're 6'3" and you're a big guy and you did this. That's got nothing to do with why I stood up for myself. I created myself who I am. I built myself who I am, not because I'm a big guy or because of my past and the rest of that. It's because I stand up for that, yeah? So I'll give you guys an understanding for this. So I know people, this public entity or this public figure, at the start, the first words that they came out was called, what we do, if you guys see what we do in the waterfalls, a bunch of gays, yeah? And this has come back to people that I know, other people in coaching networks, people that are actually part of this group, that, you know, and I actually feel sorry for this person, because he has that many rats in his environment that these people are sending me messages. These people are coming out and they're telling me about what they're doing. So I have been telling people I've been in a really dark place, yeah? And it's really taken me into a place, and luckily I'm blessed to know what I know now, because I tell you what, how I was publicly formed, how I was shamed, how I was harassed and bullied, it would have driven anyone else to suicide, even less of this. So stuff him, Lee, it shows the true colors, and it does. And I have 2 people at the moment, 2 clients that are under watch because of they really looked up to this person. Yeah, they actually are involved. They're quite involved with this person. And when this person said what they did, it has caused a lot of problems for myself. It's caused a lot of problems for other people, and so on and so forth. So the thing with this has caused as well, I'm going to give you an example. So I've paid thousands of dollars to be in a high-end, mastermind understanding, whatever it needs to be. Yeah. And the really scary thing about this is that the people that promote this person, I have reached out to them. I have sent messages to them. I have given people that understanding of, hey guys, this is not right. I'm telling you how I feel. And the scary thing about this, and this is what I want you all to know, is I wish I didn't have anything to talk about. I wish this didn't happen. I wish I was wrong and, this didn't happen. And that's what I'm saying. This is not some sort of public stunt. Wish I didn't have anything to talk about. And the scary thing is, these people that promote this person, if you have, I think there was an outstanding bill or something because I was in Bali and my cards were frozen, yeah? I had them calling me every day, 3-4 times a day, okay? This is this promotion group. But now I'm calling them to tell them I actually messaged the head of them. I've messaged the person that was looking after my accounts. And to get on a phone call or something, of course I'm going to be upset. Of course I'm going to be heated about what's happened, and they are nowhere to be seen. I actually sent a message to the person today and said, hey guys, I'm sitting here with media that want this story and my lawyers, and where are you going with this? Are you going to help me? Are you going to get on a call? And you know what happened? This person blocked me. So these are the people that we're dealing with. This is the truth. And I hate talking like this. I hate being involved with this, but it needs to come undone because we all hear about that girl that killed herself up at the Northern Territory. Hey, Jackson, my nephew's on here. So I better tone it down a little bit. So we all know about, how much the suicide is playing in the playgrounds, or that girl that killed herself because there was no sign. I tell you what, if I wasn't a coach, if I wasn't as strong as I am now, if I wasn't practicing what I preach, I wouldn't be here, because what has happened, what this person has brought up is absolutely disgusting. In a public forum, when it wasn't even this person's time to speak, when it wasn't even this person's time to, to go and move forward, was called me and the guys that we're doing a spiritual thing and we've got a traditional Balinese, a Balinese dress on. He called us a bunch of gays. Then he's telling me that I don't know what I'm doing. My brand is this. Another thing is he's bringing up personal things about a past relationship, because obviously he knew us in a way. He brings up a past relationship, which is a very, very sensitive topic. Why would you bring up a past things about a past relationship? Said that we, kings and queens, you look stupid, you aren't even here together. And that's not coaching. That's public defamation, because the 38 other strangers that were in the room, do they need to know that? Do they need to know about that we look like a bunch of gays? What happens if there were some gay men in the room, or gay women? Do you know what I'm saying? This is disgusting. And then bringing things up about my past because he wants to attack. Then, as you guys would have known, there was a video that I did that when I was in my suicidal state, where this is very good, almost taken me to get there, is that I did a video in the room, and my parents' beautiful home, in a room where I attempted to take my life, yeah? And I did it to give a realization of people that these things are real and it's okay to speak up. These things are happening and it's happened to me before, but I know how to get through it. So reach out. You don't need to be in the pain, yeah? And the exact same thing is happening right now in this situation, because there's people that have contacted me saying, geez, I've lost myself. Geez, this. There were even women that complained at that day. The difference is, at the end of the day, and look, I know I'm going to be jumping around a little bit, is that it was an absolute mess, and I gave this person the benefit of the doubt, and afterwards, and I said, well, you know what, you did sort of bring it back, but I respect you for that. The problem of the matter is, everyone that was in that room saw what happened, yeah? I was working on myself inside. I was so furious. I was so fucking ashamed. I honestly wanted to throw myself in front of a car when I was driving. I was shaking when I got home, but I didn't want to, I didn't want to go down my old conditioning, yeah, because my past, it wasn't a nice past. And there's a thing, what happens, a switches and I don't see it, and I don't even remember. For 2 days, I don't even remember what happened, yeah? Yes, there were people that I contacted and I said certain things to them because I knew they were snakes, and they would go back and say it to this person. They were the ones that were telling me to press charges. They were the ones that were telling me I want a refund. And then, because they want to get ahead, because they want to move forward in life, they will use this person as a stepping stool to get somewhere. So, the thing about what was going on about certain things, which is absolutely disgusting, is that you don't publicly shame someone, yeah? You don't, and this is exactly what happened. I was asking another coach about, they were talking about when, if you get these photos put up on Facebook, and most of us know people pay money and they just put their arms around somebody, and, they only know they've paid it for, they don't even know this person. I said, so if you've got people that are quite awake and they're asking you a question like, well, you don't know Arnold, you don't know Gary Vee, you don't know these people. Well, Davin Michaels is my coach, so I know him. But, if people ask that, how do you rebut? The thing is, these people come from an attack. They always come from, they have to rebut. But if they were strong, if they were centered, they wouldn't feel like they always have to attack. So they could have answered it quite easily. Then the other thing which I wanted to know about, I was coming from a purely place of, it was innocent, that they were talking about you need to stand out to stand out. But one of their standards is you need to wear a suit, you need to wear this tie, you need to wear this, you need to look like that. Yes, in a business perspective, but not all businesses are required for you to wear a suit. It's not your brand. I understand that. When I go to corporate sections, I will wear a suit. But there are places where they prefer me not to wear a suit because then they, you know what I mean? It's my identity. People have come to me because I have been comfortable with not wearing a suit. The funny thing is about being professional is that Gary Vee, a multimillionaire, he wears a beanie and the rest of it. That's okay. Does he ever wear a suit? Randy Zuckerberg, one of the richest men in the world, does he wear a suit? But people still respect him. So that's what I was getting at. And what was happening was we were in a mastermind of, these high-end people, other millionaires, business people, the rest of it. And that was going to be grateful to networking. If you're talking about, there's another network as well, and they are called the Intelligent Millionaire Network. And, and that was part of what we were doing. I'm like, great, this is fantastic. I'm going to be able to grow. And that's the people I want to be around. So this public figure stormed in and started going aggressive. And straight away he attacks. He goes, what do you know? You're just in a bunch. You're in this waterfall with no top on, doing your bloody gorilla slaps, and you look like a bunch of gays with these other guys in the waterfall, and that's supposed to help. He goes, you know how many screenshots I've got from the team and the part of the, the group and this brainwashed group that they've grown saying WTF, like what the fuck? And this disgusting thing about that is that, what are you talking about? Do you know what I'm saying? If you wanted to speak to me, it's not even your turn. Take me aside, not in front of everyone, and don't call my brand and the people what we're doing. Goes, what's this spiritual shit and the rest of it? You look like a bunch of gays. What are you wearing, this skirt and that? And he started from there. Then it went into understanding that, I've had to put up with, you and your ex, and you're putting these kings and queens and all this other bullshit up on social media. Now you know how stupid that looks and the rest of it. And I'm thinking, hold on, where does this come from coaching? Where does this come from? How are we learning about that? It was personal, it was attacking, it was bullying, it was public defamation, and it's absolutely disgusting, and it's taken me into a really, really dark place where I'm going to be having time off to recover from this, Because the thing about this is it hasn't just caused problems, is that after this happened, I contacted this person, and this person had the nerve to go back in their groups and then complain about it because they wanted the sob story, because they knew that they fucked up, and then this was going to get out to the world, and it will get out to the world. Because if you have been bullied, we need to let the media know about this. If you had someone that has committed suicide because they have been bullied, if it's been workplace, if it's been public, if it's been school ground, if it's been anywhere, this is because it happens here. Because these people have a name, they have stature, people are too scared to stand up because it's going to make them look bad. So how will it look bad if myself, other people have sat there, commit suicide and have a letter with this person's name on it, Well, where's that going to go? Are you guys going to stand up and do something about it then? And you guys who promote this person, I've sent you messages today. I'm waiting for someone to get back to me, and you guys have blocked me. And I said, well, are we going to speak? You guys are going to block me. And I'm telling you, well, if you don't want to make this a priority, we're going to be making it a priority, because I'm going to be taking it to the relevant people, because this needs to stop. There are too many people that are committing suicide, that are dying, that are not being able to be who they are because they don't want to cause conflict. And it's people like you that keep doing this. Yes, you've created this empire because people are paying you. Yes, you do some great things. Yes, some of the things you say are absolutely fantastic and spot on. That's why I've spent thousands of dollars with you. But when you have gotten used of bullying people, not coaching, I've coached for 10 years, I've studied human behavior, I've studied the psychology, I've studied emotional intelligence, and I know you live by the 48 rules of power. yeah, and the art of war. And that's why you don't back down, because you come from a place of pain, and that's why you want to be a bully. I've been a bully and I understand about it. The thing what I did as well, I wanted to see who I can trust and who can I rat out, because there was most of the people there that are working with this person that are paying them money, but are ratting them out, sending me messages. Yeah, this person, that, and you should do that. You should, yeah, but then they do a somersault and they go, hold on a second. No, I better stay with this person because, you know, I can get more of this person than, you know, Lee. Fuck Lee, it will go away. And that's the type of people that are showing up, running gyms, having apps, starting other businesses, real estate agents. You're all crooks. Do you understand this? And you're supposed to be there wanting, helping people. The only thing that you will all want is money. Because if I saw someone getting belted, if I saw someone getting harassed, if I saw someone getting bullied, I would step in. Not because who I am or how big I think I am. It is because these people are doing that. And most of you people are gutless. And you've got people that are killing themselves because, you know, if they can't stand up for themselves, what are you going to stand up for? Yeah. And I know people personally that are working with these people that I've messaged, and their unloyalty is disgusting. I purposely last Sunday spoke to a certain person and said things, and yes, they were out of anger because I knew this person was saying, well, I'm here for you, was going to go run back to this person, yeah? And guess what? And this person recorded it and sent the message over. So these are the scummy people that are wanting to stand up and wanting you to invest in them, and it's absolutely disgusting. It's disgusting because this could have been handled completely differently. It could have been taken one-on-one outside and spoken to, or it could have been addressed, or it could have been actually coaching. But the reason why this has happened, because this person does it to weak and vulnerable people, and they get away with it. They get away with it, and enough is enough. I created my business on empowering other people, not empowering people with vengeance and broken people that they want to have money and then they're going to be someone successful. Because guess what? I looked in that person's eyes. There is so much pain. There are so many lies. That person is so lonely. That person needs a lot of help, and we're giving a lot of money and stature to this person. It's great. This person's doing great things to these other people because they're paying him money. They're doing whatever. They're becoming puppets. But do you think that these people will ever be super successful and leaders? No, because they're paying this person money. That, you know, and you see the group. I was blocked from the group because of whatever reasons they need to be, yeah? And it's absolutely disgusting. I have been, and the funny thing is, what has caused the big problem is that I have friends, actors from America, people in other business things, and this has gotten out to them. But what has gotten out was not that at the end we came to an understanding of, okay, you know what, it's two men, all right, you've gone too far, I didn't back down because you're not going to speak to me like that because that's fucked up, blah, blah, blah. And then it came to an agreement. But at the end of it, what's happened, and this is why I said to this coach or this person, you need to fix it, because what came out was, Lee's brand is shit. They're a bunch of gays. This person who's supposed to be the #1 marketing and wealth and branding person in the world, do you know, so people that don't understand what went on can really tarnish who I am, but more importantly, put a bad name and calling us a bunch of gays, saying that, and this is the thing, that this was disgusting, that I did the video of being open and vulnerable so people can come back and people can come forward, yeah, about an understanding, well, you know what, this is when I was suicidal, this is how I've gotten over that. I had 40 people say to me, Lee, over the 3 months, if you didn't put this video up, I would have killed myself. You've given me hope. Thank you. Then I've had over 3,000 messages over 3 months of people saying that video, thank you. And altogether, yes, I did share it. Yes, I did put money. I had 1.3 million views. Yeah. And I said to this person, these are the exact words I said, as long as I save one person's life, I don't give a fuck about the stupid thing you're talking about or how bad that look. If I save one person's life, I'm doing my job. And you know what this person says? That's what a broke person says. That's what broke people say. I get paid $1.3 million to coach. What do you get fucking paid? That's what broke people say. And I go, if that's the value, you as a person, as a human being, value something that you are valuing someone's life. I've had 40 people, and I can get these people to testify that because of that video, it saved their lives. Because of that video, it's given them hope. It's given them strength. They've spoken up. This is not a game. This is not some sort of fucking marketing strategy. This is life. So people, you can grow a set of fucking balls and speak up and take these people to where they need to go, because this is sickening. It is enough. I have been focusing on this all week because I'm getting messages from this person. Hey man, it doesn't look too good because, you know, that this person says that. I have been emailing their CEO because they're in Bali and they're nice and relaxed and they're sipping on fucking pina coladas, whatever. But here I am dealing with all these problems. And I've contacted these people that promote this person to say, what are you going to do? Get your head person to help me. Do you think that I've got a phone call? Do you think that someone's, do you think that this has happened? Yeah. This is absolutely disgusting. This is disgusting. And the people that were in there, the 38 people that were going to be taken to court, put your hand on a Bible and you swear and see what happened. Yeah? And this is what it is. People go, oh, you took it the wrong way. But you know what? At the end of that, when he wasn't watching, I had 10 people come up to me that were in the room, 10 or 15, saying, hey, that was great. I couldn't have done it, but that was fantastic. I probably, lost a little bit of respect because, it was in public. But I go, hold on a second. If someone is going to do this, if someone's going to fuck you over, if someone's going to do that, and because that person is someone, are you going to stand for that because this person has millions in their bank account, or if they have a fucking title, or they wear a tie and some suit? Is that the type of person you are? If that's the type of person you are, shame of you, because you aren't doing anything that's stopping or making this world any better. And there is people, yes, there's fucking great things that you're helping people and you're getting their brand up and you're getting them in front of celebrities, fantastic. But when it comes to the crunch, when I've been fucking screaming out saying, hey, you guys are so blessed that I am strong. I practice what I preach. I have learned the education. I work on myself every day, and I practice what I preach because you guys would have a triple suicide on your hands. Yeah, I've had to go and speak to clients. I've had to calm them down because they've gone, Lee, we're part of your brand, but this person, the number one wealth, whatever, blah blah blah, has gone and said, you're a bunch of gays. You don't even know what you're doing with your brand. You're this, that video, you look so stupid. And the really fucking hurtful thing was, he bangs out my parents' home. Yeah, my parents' home that worked hard for that. There he goes, what's that in that little dingy room? You look like, whatever, that video, it wasn't even great. It was so fucking rough. And do you know what I'm saying? And that really cuts me, because it doesn't need to be fucking professional. It doesn't need to be that. I made that relatable. And yes, it was vulnerable. Yes, it was, opening up. But you look how many lives it saved. Look at the value that we've got from that. And that person had the nerve to say it in front of another 38 other professional people that live in Melbourne, that there were people that wanted to do business, that wanted to come to the retreats, and now missing in action because they listened to this person, they've listened to this Muppet, and they are listening to these people, and this is exactly where it come from. Because this is what hurts. Yes, this is the thing. If you kick a dog, keep kicking it, and then it bites you, and then it fucking scratches you, and you go, geez, that dog's aggressive, that dog shouldn't have bit me, and you put the dog down, a shame of you. Because if you keep kicking, that's what you're going to get. And you think that's okay? You think that's okay to be able to do that and then to say, hey, look, I'm here? Because there are people in that room, and you know who you are because you've just gotten on now. You know who you are because you've gone and say, hey, I've got your back. Then you've gone and you think I'm stupid, that I've baited you with the phone call. Then you've got the phone call and sent it to them. Then they've sent it back to me. Do you know what I'm saying? This is disgusting. What do you stand up for? What are you going to stand for? Because this whole suicide and bullying and the rest of it is absolutely fucking disgusting. And I will not stop, and I promise you, until I'm in a fucking hole, that these people are going to be brought to justice. Because that wasn't an argument, that was bullying, that was attacking, and that was the exact same thing that is driving people to kill themselves. That's the same thing that I have spoken to the people that have been in there. I've spoken to my clients, is allowing people to lose themselves, not speak up. Go and do something crazy, and then it's a compound interest. It's actually a compound interest, and it's fucking disgusting that, this person wants to hold back, and then they have a fight with their girlfriend, and then, they might have substance. And guess what? It all gets too much, and then they do it. And that's exactly what happened. I know 4 people that committed suicide from that exact same strategy. And this person stands up on stage and says, I'm fueled on your success. Well, prove it then. And when I send emails to this person, or even better, when I've contacted this person on Facebook And then I've said to them, hey, you need to make this right. The shit's hit the fan. Get over it. I've got messages. I've got the proof. Get over it. Don't worry about people. The rest of it, rah, rah, rah. I said, hey, if you don't do something about this, I'm going to make sure the media and the right people know about this. And they said, stop threatening me. I said, I'm not threatening you. It's a promise. This is how I feel. This is what I'm doing. I'm not saying it to get a reaction. I'm telling you that. Then they've gone to me. This is a professional, number one, whatever coach in the world is going, well, if you go and do that, I'm going to tell your ex that you're doing that, and I'm going to make up that, that you abused your ex. These are in fucking messages. And this person's supposed to be, firstly, someone that wants to be helping out. And people, this is the facts. This is what's happening. And I said to them, how can we move forward? How can we grow from this? How can I be an example to help this person grow so they don't fuck up again? The thing is, I don't want to take this person down. I don't want to take these other people down. But fucking what you're doing and what you're standing for, a shame on you. A shame on you. It's not about being a big guy or used to be a biker or in gangs and the rest of it, these stupid excuses you use. It's about someone that stands up for something. It's about someone that is standing up, wanting to fight. That's what I do. And you know the thing is, what I want to say to you all, what you should be thinking, and the people in that room should be like, you know what, fuck. This person wasn't standing up because I want to see who's got the biggest one or who's got the biggest biceps. It had nothing to do with that. What it was is I'm standing up for the fucking truth. And that wasn't coaching. There was probably 2 minutes of coaching, which I agreed with, which I wrote down what I could have changed with my brand. And I put my hand up. The rest of it was harassment, bullying, and public defamation. When will there be justice? What, does someone else need to die? Do we need to have this young girl that dies and then everyone puts this fucking blue ribbon, but she's dead? Yeah. What about the other people that are dying? What about my clients that are in a mental watch at the moment? What about people that I don't know sit there and are absolutely, so scared to talk up? What about that? You tell me about that. And this is the difference. And you think I'm not silly that's, part of the group? Do you think that I'm not silly that this person was putting this up on one of their services? The funny thing is, what this person doesn't understand is most of the people that you've got in your environment are snakes. When I've said this, how many people have come out and said, well, fuck, I'm so glad that you've said it. I'm being playing the game. You know how many people come to me that day when this happened and said, hey, man, you know what? Look, I respect you for that, but just play the game. Play to get what you want. Just tell this person what they want. We don't respect him. He's a piece of this, that. Yeah. This is what's going on in this society. But you know what? I would prefer to keep my dignity. I would prefer to keep my values and beliefs and stand up for what, use this person to get somewhere. If this person does it to me, which they have, to many other people as well, but I am the only one, you've kicked the wrong dog. Because it doesn't matter about, it's okay, Lee, because you're 6'3", you're this and that. No. I've built myself mentally and I've built myself physically to be prepared for shit like this. Because when I wasn't prepared for this, what happened? I attempted to take my life 3 times. Attempted to take my leave 3 times. And if this is not going to be stopped, because I've sent emails to these people about what you're wanting to do, because if you're willing to cause this problem, then you need to be willing to fix it on a massive scale. And then to top this off, the new CEO of this company, this organization, says this to me. Well, I got a message and we believe that you've done this on purpose. You've done this. And I said, what? Yeah, I got a message and you've done this on purpose. Said, done this on purpose? Wanted to be publicly shamed that my name can be tarnished and my brand can be tarnished and this and that. And I'm fucking taking myself into such a state that the other day I almost smashed my car. I've been so edgy. I haven't been a great person to be around. Here I have got thousands of clients, people that rely on me. And you think that I've done this on purpose? You think that I like doing this? You feel like I like waking up with anxiety, going to bed with anxiety, using all the rules, putting a smile on my face? Do you think I like that? And when I go and reach the promoter today, I go and reach the promoter and say, hey, what are you going to do? Because when you wanted my money, when my card got frozen, you messaged me, you're easily to get hold of. And now where's the problem? How are you going to fix this? They were nowhere to be seen. I actually got blocked by the person. And then I rang their phone. I rang their phone twice to say, this is where we're at. These are the people that we're dealing with. This message needs to get out because guess what? The next time this happens, and it will happen to a person that isn't as strong as me or hasn't worked on themselves enough. And guess what? Those people will be drawn to kill. And I know that. There are people and the stories, what you don't know about this person did this person did that. There was another poor lady that absolutely got smashed that came up to me lunchtime and was absolutely shaking. There's a difference between the truth. If you're fucking up, you know how I lead. I call myself the truth. There's a difference with the truth. There was truth in that interaction when I said, hey, 100%, I get it. You know, with part of my marketing and branding, thank you, I appreciate that. All the rest of it, it was talking about a breakup, talking about how stupid we look, talking about this, that you're going to contact your ex, and talking about other people, saying, I don't care about me, but saying about my clients, we look like a bunch of gays in waterfalls. Then you're actually saying part of the team are screenshotting this and going, what the fuck's wrong with these people? And is this the societal culture that you're breeding? Because guess what? When you have messaged these people, when you have called them, do you think that I have evidence of all this? Of course I have. I went and enrolled. People go, why did you enroll back with this person? Because I want to give this person the benefit of the doubt. And I was going to approach this person saying, what's going on here? Yeah, being a person so he could heal. And this is another thing. And I didn't want to bring this up at that event. I have a VIP client, yeah? A very good friend of mine as well. And when I mean a VIP client, we do private coaching. There was a bit of resistance going on, and this person went to an event where I couldn't. It was at the exact same day with the exact same people, yeah? And what happened was that I was sick, and this person is very easily, influenced, yeah? And these people are great. They get your energy up, it's an emotional buy, and then brought a product for over $40,000, yeah? What happened was they paid for it and the rest of it, and then at the end of this, you get a one-on-one interview. The one-on-one interview was with this person that has done all this, yeah? This person didn't even care about what my person was saying, the rest of it, and this person bagged me out to my VIP client. Oh, how can you get a result because of this spiritual shit in Bali? Rah, rah, rah. This person was bagging out Bali and he's there now. Really? Well, let's tell the authorities of Bali about that and let's see how they feel. And then this person goes, well, how can you be getting a result? Rah, 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 rah. Yeah? My VIP client went distant for about 2 weeks and I said, what's going on? And they said, oh, look, because here I am introducing him and putting this person on a pedestal. Oh, this person helped me out. They're great. They're fantastic. They're this, they're that. So then my VIP client, who's a CEO, a very respected person in Melbourne, and has half a brain, he goes, look, I feel really let down. I say, why? I go, because you put me in a position and you introduced me to a person like that. Into a person like what? And they said, into a person that, you put up on a pedestal that you say that's your coach that's helped you. And I said, well, he has. He goes, but he sat there. He didn't even give me eye-to-eye contact. He's looking down at the ground, whatever, and he's bagged the fuck out of you. He's put you down and he's put it out. So I want a refund. And he goes, you've put me in this position. You've put me in front of people like that. Now I feel unsafe. This person's an absolute fraud. And now I want a refund. And I'm not going to be coaching with you anymore as well. So do you know what I'm saying? And this person did this, and I said that. I said this to this person. So not only is this person doing this, but I know this person has been bagging me out for years. 4 years. 4 years. This is how pathetic this person is. Been watching my videos, watching this, watching that, knows my videos and everything and what I'm doing more than I do. This is not right. This cannot be unheard. This needs to go to the right authorities. If anyone on here that knows the right authorities, either for fucking something, whatever it needs to be, public defamation, if we have to take this to the police, if we need to, the lawyers and the rest of it, because this is not right. This is disgusting that, this person could have taken me aside and said, hey, look, Lee, man, these are my differences. These are my interests. Hey, look, this is where I'm at with things. I'm not really liking this. Well, rah, rah, like two men. Not some fucking person in their feminine attacking disgusting energy and having a go, because not only has it tarnished my name, put me into a really dark place that I've worked myself out of, and luckily that I know what I know, otherwise we would be having a suicide on our hands. I have to go now, and the people that have found out about this, and I need to go and comfort my clients. I need to comfort my friends. Like I had a person that flew in, an actor of mine that lives in LA, flew in, I saw at the gym on Monday. Hey bro, are you okay? Yeah, I'm cool, dude. How's the trip been? He goes, I heard what happened. I heard what happened with so-and-so. Yeah, I heard what happened with, and I'm like, how the fuck did you know? He goes, how do we know? Man, he's got the network and he's done this, and then he spoke about you on that, and there's private group and all these things. And the thing is, this person thinks that he can trust people, and it's come back to me. The thing is, I wanted to make this right. And this person has something deep down wrong with them, this vindictiveness. And I'm going to show people that I've got money, and that's the power. It is power driven, and this person is a psychopathic, power driven person. Because if you want to make it right, then instead of sipping there on coladas and doing whatever in Bali, what happens? We're dealing with that. I'm dealing with this shit. I'm getting messages every day, dealing with these fake people and the rest of it and all this other crap, yeah? And it's disgusting, because guess what? This person and that society, yes, there's some good things that come out of it and some good people, but this society is breeding these such incongruent people that don't have any integrity. And this is okay. This is okay that people are telling me, and I've got the messages from this person, oh, it's because this person's young and they're going to fall on their ass, no one likes them, no one respects them, rah, rah, rah. And then in the next hand, this person's saying, well, you leave me out of it, you stop that, doing that. Because the thing is, I know these people. I know how to wrap my fucking mindset around them. And I said a few things to get them all emotional and to say, okay, where's their loyalty? Can I trust these people? No, you couldn't, because they don't give a fuck about anyone else but themselves. It's all about gain, personal gain, financial gain. So I said a few things to rough them up, yeah? Like, oh my God, you said that was a threat. I said, no, it's not a threat. It's how I feel. If you kick a dog, so if I say something to a lady and I said, oh geez, that's a nice whatever, and she goes, what did you say? Rah, rah, rah. I need to be accountable for that, because if they've acted in a certain way, I need to be accountable for how they feel, not like, oh, just shut up and get over it, you'll be right. No. If I say the sky is green and that offends a lady, if that's harassment, and I need to do everything in my power to make sure that she sees that that wasn't my intention, or into someone else. And these people that I had this phone call on Sunday and I congruently said, well, I know that, and I said these things, rah, 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 this could have happened. And they've gone back and told it. And this is the scary thing as well. There are a lot of people that have found out about this, yeah? A lot of people that are very powerful that have found out about this. And I've had to do a lot of things in my power to make sure that these other people don't get involved, because it's the people, you are the public, yeah? Are you going to allow people like this, because they have a name, they have stature, they have power, they have this and that, get away with it? And then what happens? Then someone else commits suicide, because this is the fact of the matter. It is, you people go, and this is what makes me sick. The way this person talks, before I met this person or these people, this is how this person talks. These people were nobodies. They were nobodies. Are you kidding me? You're supposed to be a coach. You're supposed to be a person of inspiration. And because people don't have a fucking suit or they don't have millions, you're calling them a nobody? Homeless people have more stories and more congruency than most of these people on stages. And now you have this promotion. These people that just want to have this money, they're promoting this. Do you understand? When it comes down to the crunch, it gets exposed. When you don't know who's a vampire, put a cross up, and then you see the people come out. You see the real monsters. You'll see the real evil come out. And this is exactly what this has done. So I'm going to be going to the channels. I have had the media contact with me. I have got law advice about this, because I'm not going to let this stop. If this can save one life, it's going to do that. Because I tell you what, if it wasn't me knowing who I am, knowing what I want, practicing the tools, I wouldn't be here telling you this story, yeah? And this is not something to do woo-woo. This is exactly how I feel. And if you've been around me these last few days, my parents, my sister, my poor partner and that, they know, and they know how this has taken me so distracted. So then here I am of service to others, and how I have to use the tools and keep using the tools, but it doesn't need to be that hard. So this is where it's at. And this is a statement that I'm taking out to. And you know what, people, if you want to share this, get this out to the people. We need to get this out. I'm going to be speaking to, I've already got in contact with 4 other different radio stations and TV stations as well, because it's not about getting your name out. It's about fucking saving lives. It's about what's right and what's wrong. And enough is enough. You don't come into my town, you don't come into Australia and push this hype, push this bullshit, push this bullying and harassment on me and everyone else, because I'm not the one that made those 2 girls go and, complain to your staff, and then you confronted them and then they said sorry. Of course they said sorry, because you fucking scared them. Of course. And then how everyone else know about it, And then these people come to you and 12 of those people go, fuck, thank God for that. It's not right, because what this is breeding is everything that we say as people that we're standing up for. And what it's breeding is you're creating these people that just want money, want that business, want that stardom, want that significance. But they will shut up. They won't be on their values. They will become crooks. They will become fraudulent to get somewhere. But it's okay. Don't reply to people's calls. Don't reply to someone when they're saying, hey, I'm going to tell you something. I'm in a really bad way. If you guys, you've gone fucking in missing and you're giving, and you're saying, hey, look, I'll wait till the boss gets back to you. He's really busy. Okay, let him be really busy because he's going to get a lot more busy now because I'm going to be going to authorities with this, and I'm going to be making sure that whatever we need to do to make sure you guys learn from this, because this is not right. You can't say that you're a person that is driven on other people's success. You're driven on other people's success, money. You're driven on the significance. You're driven on power. You can see this. So you wouldn't have acted that way, because this is what I'm going to leave you with. How this could have been handled completely different. If you're hearing something or whatever, and I asked the person, I said, why did you come in? He goes, oh, because you were overpowering the coach. I said, hold on. This coach, after it, called himself a 900-pound gorilla. I'm the powerhouse here in this organization. No one stands over me. It came to a point when, because this person felt threatened, this person felt insecure, this person felt so many different things, yeah? And literally all these things that were coming about, you could have different handled. They could have, came in, and this other person could have, this is how it could have been handled. Hey, so-and-so, do you mind if I add something? Because obviously, I created this thing. I just want to let Lee know, so you can have a better understanding. And then a coach would have gone, good. And then he could have gone, hey, Lee, do you mind if I say something? I'm going, yeah, no worries. I go, but you don't attack. It wasn't even your turn to speak. You put in your microphone, the shirt's not even there, and you're coming to attack straight away. Like a feminine, in feminism great in the men. It's absolutely disgusting, and you're attacking someone because you just want to make them look bad because you've gotten away with it. So with all these things that were in perspective, you could have gone, well, look, Lee, the reason why we do this is because of that. Yeah, look, I understand where you're coming from. How can I help you understand this a little bit better? And the reason that we do this and the suits and the rest of it, because you know what the sad thing is? What the coach said, instead of him saying, well, Lee, because of the suit, you might not attract people, and because you're in just jeans and a t-shirt, you attract them. He goes, Lee, if I was going to come to you and there's another guy that looked like me and that was on the side, he would have gone, well, you don't say to someone when it comes to that perspective, I wouldn't come to you because you can't be trusted. Oh, this is another thing as well, what he said. Because I have tattoos, so now he's judging, because you have tattoos, I wouldn't trust you, yeah? Okay, cool. Guess what? I know a lot of pedophiles that wear suits and bright ties, yeah? I know a lot of mass murderers and a lot of gangsters, a lot of very bad people that wear really nice suits, carry fucking briefcases and wear really bright ties, yeah? I know that. That's a fact. So did I say that? And this is the thing what these people are. This is what we're dealing with, people. This is what we're dealing with. That you could have gone, hey, Lee, with your tattoos and this and that and your size and your shaved head, you're going to attract certain people, but you're also going to probably push some people away. That's coaching. Yeah? Well, I've been doing this for a little bit, not fucking you're this and you're that, you can't be trusted and this and hold on. So it wasn't just him, it's his other coaches are the same. They come from that vindictiveness, because guess what? Behind closed doors, people, I know what you say, because your people that you think are your workers that you can trust have the mouth, and they say it. So your kingdom and operation is going to be brought down. Until you start fucking being that real person and standing up on stage congruently wanting to help others. Because you congruently want to help others when they're paying you tens of thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars, and when they're bowing down to you, of course. You're creating followers. You're creating an empire on the backs of vulnerable, broken people. But when someone wanted to ask you something and you come defensive, well, sorry, you kick a dog and it's going to fucking bite you, yeah? And that's exactly what's happened. It's not because of my size or who I am or who I know. It's because what I stand for. There are too many people that are losing themselves. There's too many people that are fucking dying, killing themselves, not speaking up because of this behavior. Yeah, if we want to talk about fucking suicide because there's some ex-AFL footballers and people that do this and they go around and do talks and all that shit, that's not changing fucking lives. What is changing lives is standing up for this shit, putting a stop to this, because it's not just me. I'm the only one that's talking about it. Well, do I need to get my clients that are in, in mental watch? Do I need to get people that were there that have been they've lost themselves, they've been shaking and they've been sleeping in, feeling depressed, not knowing what they're doing? Do I need to confront those fucking rats that were in that room that were just turning on people and just wanting to be there so then they can get ahead? Is that what we want? Yeah? And then when I throw the bait out to them, they're going, oh, you threatened me, so I'm going to go and send this, I'm going to take it to the police. Great, because guess what? I baited you and you went for it, because these are the type of people that we're dealing with. And this needs to stop. Because if this message and this person needs to be woken up, that organization that when you're sending emails to them and they're like, hey, how are we going to make this right? And they give you some little band-aid. Oh, we'll do this and we'll make it right. I know deep down you don't want to make this right. I know deep down that you don't want to do it. And then when you make a threat and say, well, look, if I take you to court, the retainer is going to be 70 grand. Do you want to deal with that? I've got more money to throw a stick at. Can you afford the 70 grand? I'm like, wow. So it's about how big it is, how big your thing is, how big the bank account is. But what about you being that right person? But you get away with it because you got stature. This is disgusting, people. This is disgusting, and I've had enough of it. And I'm not going to stop. So you can send this to the guys, you can send it to promoting people. I'm not going to stop until you guys get brought to justice, because this is absolutely disgusting. And if I have to go to every media station, if I have to go and fucking make a massive scene to get you guys to understand, to say, hey, look, we fucked up, then so be it. Because this is disgusting, and this has to be stopped, because too many people are killing themselves from this bullying, from this bullshit. I've wasted my morning, wasted this time, and I appreciate that everyone's been on there, because I all know that you've all been through a similar situation, maybe not so extreme and so on and so forth. It doesn't matter how big I am. It doesn't matter about my past, who I know, who I doesn't. At the end of the day, it cut me deep in my heart, yeah? It cut me deep in my heart. And that's where we're at. And I have worked on myself. I've created this business to make people strong enough. So if they have to deal with this shit, they have to deal with society, they have to deal with these frauds, they have to deal with this bullying and harassment, that they're going to be there. And for this person to go and put up a post to say people play the victim, for this person to put up a post, which I've saved it all, just to go and get significance, to say, oh, look what I did, and oh, I'm going to be quitting and I'm not going to do this. And everyone's going, oh, what happened? Tell me about it. To turn people against me and what's happened is disgusting. It's the worst thing that you could have ever done, because I tell you, you have kicked the wrong dog, and everything in my power for you to become undone. And that's what it's about. If this is going to make you into a better person, that you fucking grow up a little bit, or actually be a real man, then fantastic. Then I've done my job as a man, as a coach, and being that. And if you want to keep saying, I didn't do anything wrong and I didn't do that, keep playing that. Keep playing that card, yeah? Keep playing it, because there is enough energy and power in me. I know enough people, and I know enough people that want you taken down, because you've done this too many times. And you have all these other Muppets that you are rallying, sending messages, doing this, writing testimonials, asking questions about me as well, that you want them to go and report to lawyers. Oh, about Lee, he's this, he's aggressive, he's that. Fantastic. Great move. Not. Because deep down, you know the truth, and the truth will be exposed. And enough is enough. I am sick and tired of people like this getting away with it, and that, that society is living on a lie. People are killing themselves. People aren't walking around speaking up because they're too scared. Enough's enough. Enough's enough. So a shame on you people promoting this speaker, a shame on you people organizing this in this organization, not coming up with a solution. When I'm like, okay, how can we come up with a solution? How can we all grow from this? How can we join forces and become better from all this? It doesn't want to be seen, because you think it's going to go away, or you're going to get your lawyers, or you're going to do this, or you're going to make threats, or the rest of it. Keep doing that, and fantastic. And for you people that were in the room, a shame on you all, because if you saw someone getting kicked, if you saw a lady getting raped, you people would walk away. Oh, I don't want to get dirty. I don't want to get involved. I don't want to do this. But you want to get involved for yourself. But then it's like, oh, geez, I better not get involved now, because this person's going to do that. I better jump on the bandwagon. Disgusting. And that energy is going to come back to you all. Just wait for it. And that's exactly what it's about. You put that energy out, you be disloyal to others, and it comes back. The universe will teach you a lesson. So people, this needs to be brought out to people. These people need to be named and shamed, and I'm not going to be the one that does that, but they know who they are and they know what they've done. And this is absolutely fucking disgusting. It's disgusting. I stand up for the truth. Yes, there's times when I do things wrong. Yes, there's times I probably say things wrong. Yes, I understand. I know that, but what happened that day was fucking bullying, bringing up things about my suicide, bringing things up about my ex-partner, bringing things up about my team are looking like a bunch of gays, and you're supposed to be the number one wherever in the world. Disgusting. And this needs to stop. It needs to be brought out there. It needs to be taken to whatever it needs to be, the media, because this is fucking disgusting, people. And if you don't do anything about it, ashamed on you as well. If you sit there and go, oh, geez, yeah, let it just go, then ashamed on you. Because if it happened to your kid, if it happened to your daughter, if it happened to your son's friend, if it happens to you, what would you do? Would you be quiet about it and let these people go on about it? That's the question.